Well, howdy, 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 my friends. Teresa here, just me and the critters. It is May 11th, 2018. It's Friday afternoon at 3:53 p.m. It's a very bright, sunny, beautiful day. Let me see. Shrink that down. Pull that up. It's warm today. It's unseasonably warm here right now. It is 95 degrees. Feels like 95. The high today will be 95, and the low will be 66. Humidity is at 26%, which is pretty dry for us. No chance of rain. The wind is at 6 miles per hour from the south. The air quality is at 51, and the sunrise was at 6:46, and the sunset will be at 8:21. So that's what's going on there. Don't know, let's see. We might get some thunderstorms and 8% chance of rain Monday, and then all through the rest of the week, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, 90%. So I wouldn't mind some rain. My garden would love some rain, so that would be good. What else can I tell you guys? Okay, I'm going to start with, I already know I did a video pretty late last night when we got home from the grocery store. I already talked about that kind of stuff. And so when we got done, yes, we had our pizza rolls, and we did have some french fries because, we're buckling down today. And then I went in and painted after Brad went to bed. And I'm working on a hat, of course. Not done yet. But I worked on 3 paintings that I was working on. And I'll show those in a little bit. I finished with those this morning. And, okay, let me finish last night. And we both slept pretty well. So, nothing remarkable to say about last night's slumber or anything like that. Except for my glasses are exceedingly dirty. Wow. Yeah, come on. Okay. So I told you guys about CenturyLink. I still can't figure out why, when we end service with them in the first part of February, and they quit taking out because they were doing an automatic takeout, would they start again all of a sudden here in May? And then it gets better. I woke up to Brad, madder than a hatter, on the phone with the third person from CenturyLink. They were giving him a runaround. First, they tried to tell us that they'd been taking it out all along. He's like, no, you haven't. Then they tried to say, well, you didn't return the modem. And he said, yes, I did. And we did. And they said, well, what's the tracking number? He said, I don't have the tracking number. You guys issued us a refund because they owed us a refund. And we no longer thought we needed to keep the tracking number. So then they start this rigmarole about, well, they'll send him a check. But the check's going to take a week to issue, probably 2 to 3 weeks to get to us. And Brad's like, no, you took it out of my account. I want you to put it back in my account. He went through 3 different people. And then finally, it's, well, okay, we can put it back in your account, but it's going to take 3 to 5 days. So he was not happy, and I can't blame him. And with him having to be on the phone all this time, it was making him late. He already had his shower and everything, but it was making him late to get, ready for work. And he said, well, he told me we got a phone. He goes, I'm not going to have time to pack lunch. I'm just going to have to buy it. He's working in open to close. And I'm like, honey, I can pack your lunch. But I usually pack him, a double lunch, because he's going to be there, all day and night. And so I did that for him, and, checked his feet and all that, and got him out the door. But poor guy, you hate to start out a day that way. You hate to start out a day having to, fight for what's right. But he got it taken care of. No, never mind. I'll tell you guys some stuff. I'll show you the paintings in a minute, and I'm going to be listing those on. Why are you flipping at me? I don't want you to. Wow, you're weird. I didn't ask my Google Assistant to help me, and it's all, you know. But anyway, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I did order those 20. It's a 20 like stackable cubicles. That was the best price I could get was on Amazon, and but they have doors on them because I wanted them to have doors. I didn't want to have to go and buy all those uh, 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 cubicle bins or whatever, because you know those are not cheap either. And when you start figuring those out, like yikes. So those should be in Monday. So there's gonna be some massive changes in the art room slash craft room because I have stuff in totes right now and boxes and stuff. I'm gonna have to pull all the yarn out, all that stuff out, assemble that stuff, organize it. And what I like about this system is, like we have where the air conditioner stuff is, we don't want, you know, of course, anything blocking that. So, I mean, we can conform that however we want. I'll show you guys when we get it in and get it done. That'll be really nice to have. Everything be nice and organized and stuff. And then, you know, I will be giving Brad the shelving out of the, that the yarn is on. I'll be giving that all to Brad. And he'll be able to use it to put his tools and stuff on. Because we pretty much decided right now that we're not going to bother getting a shed. And I already told you guys about fencing with the dog. And one of the things I didn't tell you guys is that we won't be getting an income tax back in because I owed on a student loan, and so they took it for that. That's fine. We do owe that. I was under the impression that we had a year furlough, that I wasn't going to have to start making payments yet, but be that as it may, it got bought out again several different times, so that's just the way life goes. Let's see what else. So I'm going to show you my paintings. I'm anxious to get that room done. It's taken me a while to be able to afford to get those. I mean, I think it was like $110 for. I ordered 2 sets of the 20, but it'll be worth it. It'll keep my craft items nice and some of Brad's craft items and stuff. You know, so it'll be good. Let me show you guys my paintings I've been working on. I'm gonna, after I eat lunch here, I eat lunch later. I'll explain that in a minute too. But I'll be listing those on my Etsy store, which the link is below. It's the same name as here, so you know. But I am excited to show these because what I do with the acrylic pours is, and this is just my own style, is I do my acrylic pours and then I make something out of it. You know, you can just sell them as is, and a lot of people do, and they're beautiful, but this is just what I like. So anyway, this is one of them that I did. This is an 8x10 on a stretch canvas, and it's a bed of fish, and I don't see, when I turn it, you see that shimmer, and I'm sorry you guys, there, maybe you can see a little bit better. That is some glitter in the paint that I used. I put some glitter, and so it's got that nice shimmer. But yeah, that's my bed of fish. She's under the sea, so she'll be listed. This is another under the sea one. You know, I live in Florida, so this is just kind of plant life. And then like the black diving hole, you know, right here, and you can't really see it, but there is a little bit of glitter there, iridescent. Let me see where else. I have it in a few little different spots that you probably really can't see in this light, but up with the bubble. See, up here? Yeah. And, let's see. I've got it in a few different spots. But anyway, that's a school of fish and some right here and some plant life and stuff. So, yeah. Another free form. Then, I love this one, and I know it's a little different and stuff, but it reminded me when I did this pour, and after it settled down and stuff, it reminded me of, like, cell action. Of course, it was cell action, but like cruising through, if you under a microscope or something where you see a lot of like blood coursing through tissue and stuff, and it everybody will think it's something different, but this is what I took it as. So yeah, I'll be lifting that also, something very different. And then the last but not least is this. What is this? The 9x12. And it's just, like I said, another free form. It doesn't have any glitter or anything on it. But, I use some silver and white and stuff to bring out different features and kind of give it that 3D effect. Let me show you. It's like some of this really intricate stuff you guys don't see. And yeah. So anyway, yeah. So all of 4 of these will be listed here in a little bit. And so I'm excited about that. One of the things I'm doing is I started my modified keto. Brad's just doing his low carb, what he has found works best for him. And that's all cool. And that's what really helps that we shop together, because he could decide while he's in the store what he wanted to have. And, or if I was buying something, I would say, are you going to want some of this? And he could tell me yes or no, and that way, because if you buy it and you think it's just for you, then you maybe wouldn't have enough, so you know that the other person's going to be, yeah. So we started that, and one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing a set time to eat, because one of my problems is since Brad works so many different schedules, I've been trying to eat with him, and it's really hard on me to keep adjusting that way. I do better if I'm able to tell myself, no, your set eating times are, I mean, of course, sometimes you're going to eat at a different time, but for me, it's going to be like noon, and it's going to be 4 o'clock. So noon is basically kind of my breakfast, and I had a protein shake with a banana in it. And then 4 o'clock is going to be when I eat basically what would be anybody else's lunch. And then 8 o'clock will be my final meal. And then I'm going to not have anything but vegetables after 10 o'clock at night. And then I switched it from eating pretzels to some pickles. And then I even like just put a couple pickles with my fresh vegetables. So what I'm going to do today is I have to clean house, and then I'm going to be doing a lot of meal prep. I'm going to be doing those, making chicken tenders, oven-fried chicken tenders for Brad, and doing some chicken thighs already baked up. I'm going to do some chicken fajita mix, so all he would need to do is just get it out and all he would need to do is get it out and just thaw it out and grab a tortilla and some cheese. So, and I'll eat mine without the tortilla. What else am I going to do? I'm going to boil some eggs, and then also I'm going to clean the rest of the strawberries. I packed a bunch of strawberries in Brad's lunch. But I'm going to clean the strawberries, and then I'm going to chop up a bunch of the cucumbers and have those just ready in the fridge to nibble on and stuff, and whatever other produce. Oh, I'm going to get that salad ready when I do my lunch here. I'm going to get that. Well, I told you guys that, I got the spring mix. I'm going to mix it in with a head of leaf lettuce all combined together. And I think that's about all I need to do. I did decide, though, that for me, I couldn't really afford right now to buy the containers for the to freeze meals. And then I decided, well, I've got a lot of Cinnamil bags. I've got to buy them on a big roll. And I'm going to use those instead. It'll take up less room. And, you know, we have a small freezer, so that's better too. I can label the steel mill bags. The only thing is they're not reusable, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And so I'm going to use the steel mill bags instead, and then you can heat up, Brad can heat up whatever he's going to take for lunch, and then put it in a container if he wants. He said that would work out well for him. So doing that. And what else am I doing today? Oh, I am looking at, my friend Vicki and I were talking about canning and stuff, and pressure cooking canning, and I've never done pressure cooker canning. I've done water bath. And, you know, I've made like pickles that way, all kinds of stewed tomatoes, tomato sauce, salsa, peaches, pears, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if I can, because, you know, the jars and stuff are expensive when you're first starting. And I mean, we're on a limited budget like that. It took me a couple of months to save up to be able to get those for the crafter. And we're still trying to save up. We want to save up $100 to be able to get a couch, because all we have is the 2 recliners in here, you know, and we want to get a couch for in here, and we will. But anyway, so I was looking at the pressure cookers are pretty expensive, and so I could do, for not too much money besides the jars and stuff, I could do the water bath method. I may do that instead, and I'm going to look at all what you can with the water bath method. I'm going to look up YouTube videos and stuff, and then also I'm going to probably dehydrate some. I have found a good link to some local growers through the Tallahassee Farmers Market. They even have a thing that shows you what produce is in season right now and prices. I may do some dehydrating, which I like doing anyway. I do have all 12 trays. I'm just on a classic round, I think it's a Nelco dehydrator. I enjoy doing that, and I've used that before for cabbage. Don't do the onions unless you're putting it outside. I didn't listen the first time that I was told that. Girl, your whole house smells, my whole house smells so strongly of onion. You walked out of the bedroom, you wanted to cry. Because she was, you know, so we ended up putting it out in the garage. So if I do that, I'd have to put it outside. And, you know, I mean, beans, peas, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and if you're kind of limited on space, some of that would be a better deal for me to dehydrate than to can, you know. May do some dry canning too. I'm not sure. You know, again, I keep all my, everything sealed up in my kitchen. So nothing's getting in there. And I also put like sticks of mint gum in your flour and cornmeal and stuff. And no, it doesn't taste like mint, but it keeps the bugs away for some reason. So, looking at all that. Oh, and I did find also that you can make, I don't have a food processor. I would love to have one, I just don't have one. And you know, maybe down the road I'll get one, but for right now, I was worried I wouldn't be able to make that cauliflower rice. And I know you can buy it, but it's pretty pricey when you buy it like that. So, I was worried, and then I was looking up last night, and you can do it in your blender. You put all the cauliflower you're going to use in your blender, and then you fill it up with water. It has to completely cover that cauliflower, and then you put it on there, and you know, have it blend it. You know, you put like on the ice crushing, and then what you do is you use a colander, and you pour it all off, and then you have your cauliflower rice. So I'm like, yay. Or you could use a grater, a cheese grater or something. One of these days I want to get some of those attachments for my KitchenAid. A lot of those, you know, like, that would be nice. But, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting with it. For those of you that really aren't interested, don't worry. I'm not going to talk you to death about what I'm doing. It just will probably, I think I'm going to set this for a Friday thing. Yeah, I'm going to set this for a Friday thing. I'll catch you guys up on the painting I've done, and also how the eating thing is going or whatever. And that way, because I know, you know, everybody's on a different journey, but sometimes you don't want to hear somebody talk constantly about, you know, their weight and their diet and stuff. I mean, you know, so I understand that. So, anyway, that's all I got going on today, and I do plan on going in and painting tonight. Starting a painting for, that is a specific color scheme, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And it'll turn out nice. Let me just say that. I'm excited to do it. And I got to get that started to pour tonight. It takes a couple days. Yeah, it takes a couple days for that initial layer of an acrylic pour to really dry. Now, mine dry a little faster because I have the AC going on in that art studio. Anyway, that's all I got going on. I don't have any weekend plans. I'm not sure what we're doing Sunday. I know Brad wants to mow, and I know it's Mother's Day, but I, for the most part, ignore it because I know that my children won't even, you know, acknowledge my existence and stuff. And so when you're not expecting anything, it doesn't hurt near as much. So I'm not sure what Brad's got planned, if anything, and that's okay. You know, but I do hope everybody else has a fantastic Mother's Day in whatever way that you celebrate, if you do. Even if you're just a mother to pets, you know, or, you know, Women's Day. So, or single fathers, of course, and stuff. So, and then Monday we'll be doing the thing, redoing the art studio. So, that's what we'll be doing. So, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship. I did answer comments last night, and I'm getting better about that. And I do cherish your friendship with all my heart. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, one thing real quick. Tomorrow will be a live feed. Let me see. Let me think about this for a minute. I'm going to do my live feed at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And so I'll probably try to put a thing out there for that. If you can make it, great. If you can't, that's all right. Or if it's not your thing, I understand. All right. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.